Hi, my name is Leo and today I talk about running away from your problems. Maybe my introduction sounded a bit too dramatic. I don't really have problems at home I have to run from, but what I want to talk about is a feeling that I have when I'm abroad, or I'd rather say I don't have the feeling because I don't think about it. But let me explain. Right now, for example, I'm in France. I pretty regularly travel to France because I work here. I don't want to go into any detail about my work, where I work, or what I work as. It's in the media business, I'm a freelancer, so I come here every now and then. I don't know about you, but I live like in a bubble when I'm abroad. No matter if it's for vacation or like right now for work. I'm in France and Germany and home seems to be far, far away, even though Germany and France are neighbors. So geographically, it's not that far away, but mentally, I'm really far away from home. I completely ignore what's going on at home when I'm here in France. I think it's normal when you're on vacation that you don't think about what's going on at home, and that's pretty healthy. I mean, you're on vacation to relax and enjoy your time abroad. But for me, it's the same when I'm in France for work. On one hand, that's pretty convenient not to think about your issues at home. But on the other hand, life at home continues and goes on, and I kind of miss that part while I'm here. So at home, I would have to deal with my to-do lists, with insurances, and I don't just mean the health insurance. That's a big part of insurance, but it's not the only insurance thing I have to deal with. There's lots of bureaucracy in all kinds of paperwork stuff. I don't know what I'm talking. But in the long run, it's not very smart because I always have to catch up when I get home. And then I have to deal with all that stuff. It might be overwhelming. It's not that I'm just here for a weekend every month. Right now, it has developed to rather 1 to 2 weeks every month. And I think it will get a bit difficult if I keep this mindset, or if I continue to ignore my life at home in Germany. I really enjoy being abroad, but I think I have to keep an eye on not losing connection to home. Okay, that was a bit overly dramatic because I'm still home for 2 weeks a month or so. I wouldn't say I live here like a tourist because I don't. But, you know, when you're on vacation, you usually spend more money on things. And somehow, while I'm here in France for work, I have the same mindset, like as if I was on vacation. For example, food. I buy things here I would never buy in Germany, like more expensive stuff, or just get a drink somewhere whenever I feel like it. At home, I usually think, no, you don't have to spend money on this. You have a fridge at home. I even have a fridge here in my hotel room, so and I spend money on things like this. This is an eclair. You get it everywhere in France, in bakeries and supermarkets and everywhere. It's stuffed with cream and there are different flavors. This is coffee flavor. It's not the most beautiful eclair in the world, but I hope it's tasty. It's not the most healthiest food you can get here. As a vegetarian, it's a bit difficult here in France, so I usually stick to the pastry, which is not good, but you just want to treat yourself. And somehow when I'm in France, not for vacation, but for work, I still have this mindset that I just treat myself. And even though I earn money while I'm here, I shouldn't spend so much money, I think, on things like pastry and pastry and whatnot. I just think I have to find a way to deal with not being at home for such an amount of time and still getting things done at home. I think it's a challenge because for some things you just have to be home, but there are lots of things you can just do online or, check up with things and people, and you can do that from abroad too, but I don't think of this, and maybe I don't want to think of this. For example, I have a TV here in my room. At home, I do have a TV set, but I don't receive television, so I only use my TV for basically watching DVDs and as a part of my furniture. And here, when I get off work and I come home, first thing I do is turn on the TV. That might sound normal to a lot of you guys, but for me, there's actually no point of doing this. There are lots of French channels which I don't really understand, or just a tiny bit, and I spend so much time watching programs that I don't really understand, and I don't know, the TV is running all night long, and I think that's interesting. Why do I do that? I'm just making observations while I'm here, and observations of my lifestyle as a freelancer abroad. I'm not sure if I made my point clear. I just have these wild thoughts on my mind and I wanted to talk about it because this is a topic in my life, and I see the challenge to maintain an everyday life at home and build up an everyday life abroad, and somehow connect these two, because so far it's my everyday life at home where I'm missing parts of it while I'm abroad, and then there's this not touristy but still not everyday life when I'm in France, and they don't connect at all. So that's it. That were all my wild thoughts on this topic. I couldn't even say what the topic is, but I just wanted to let it flow out of my mouth and out of my mind and tell you. And maybe some of you are in a similar situation, then you could tell me in the comments what you think about this or how you feel about it and how you deal with it. Because I really think I have to find a way to deal with it. If I sound a bit sad in this video or look sad in this video, I want to reassure you I'm not. I'm just tired. And I don't mean tired of life, not at all. I am just tired because I got up at 3:45 a.m. this morning, and yesterday too, and the day before yesterday. Tomorrow I have to get up at 5:30, I think. So I am really tired, a regular state of tiredness. So I have to get some sleep. But the sun is still up, so I'm not Dracula. I can't just sleep while it's bright outside. Have a nice day. See you next time. Bye.